So we've got the view here, as Lonnie said, we've got 44 rooms based in the CBD of Bundaberg, and we're perched on the beautiful river. You can see approaching the riverside of the complex, you can see we've got the hotel rooms on our right there, and then we have our beautiful restaurant deck of the H2O Restaurant and Bar out over the river as well. We're centrally located in the CBD. We're a short 10-minute drive from the airport, 5 minutes from the train station, and still only 15 minutes from Bargara Beaches. You know, regional areas, life is centred around the river, and Bundaberg is no different. We live, play, eat, exercise by the river. Visitors to the hotel enjoy heading up to their rooms, hopping on their deck. As you can see now from the room, it's the view of the riverfront rooms, and we're looking over the river as people kayak and fish and do all that sort of stuff down the river, sail their yachts down the river. If you can't take that view from your room, you can see that we have the restaurant here. Thanks, Lonnie. So we've got the restaurant here as well. Restaurant is the perfect spot to take in the sun setting of an afternoon. We've got drinks and nibbles available from 4:30, and then meals start from 6. We've got a great selection of international and local beverages, as well as an amazing selection put together by the chefs that we've brought in here of local produce, locally themed meals, all served in a stylish modern restaurant with great views out over the river. You know, we're lucky enough to have the beautiful deck out over the river of the restaurant, but we also have obviously the rooms, which is a big part of what we're here today to talk about. So we have 44 rooms at this hotel. There's a fresh modern mix of queen, king and family studios, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom apartments, and a spacious top floor executive suite as well. We'll go through a few of the rooms now. This is our Riverside Queen room. So all of our Riverside studio rooms have a spa bath in them and the deck on the river. This is our quad room, again, studio apartment, 2 queen beds, river views, modern bathroom facilities. Next, we move into a king room. This is pretty much our entry-level room. We do have 4 queen rooms as well, but this is a standard studio room, king bed, not necessarily riverfront, but definitely most of, probably 99% of the rooms have a view of the river. Same room again, studio style king room, but backs out onto the river and has a spa bath to nice way to end the day. We find we get a lot of people requesting the riverfront rooms, easily our most popular. We move into our family rooms. So king bed, 2 singles in this room, 1 bathroom off to the right at the back of the room there. Perfect if you're here for a couple of days or we're here with the family for a night or 2. We've got our 2-bedroom apartments, obviously 2 bedrooms. We've got 2 different kinds. So we've got a king, one with a king and 2 singles, and one with a king and a queen bed. All of our 2-bedroom apartments back out over the river, and 2 out of the 4 of them have a spa bath. The other 2 have the walk-in showers. We've got a loft apartment here. So the loft apartments are a 1-bedroom apartment with obviously with the bedroom upstairs. Really good if you're here for 2, 3, 4 nights as a couple, or maybe even a 3, as we can definitely get rollaways into these rooms. You can dine. You've got big floor to ceiling windows, as you can see from the top there. Looks out over the city and over the river, with a bathroom up on the top level as well. And then we have our executive suite. So this is what some people would refer to as a penthouse. It is a 1-bedroom apartment, but just with the size of the lounge room, the full kitchen, the wall-mounted TV, the large bathroom, it feels a lot bigger. And we, have people regularly coming back requesting that they can be back in the executive suite. And if we ever comp upgrade it, we find that people tend to request that room next time they're here as well, or book it when they bring their partner to town. So nice selection of, sort of fresh, recently updated, modern rooms. We have complimentary Wi-Fi, complimentary parking. We do everything we can to give complimentary early check-ins and complimentary late checkouts where we can. And we've got a great selection, with us running the restaurant as well. We really do bring the style and the standard of H2O Restaurant and Bar into the hotel with add-ons for rooms. You can jump up into your room with some beer and nuts or some berries and bubbles. We've got cheese and wine plates on arrival available as well. And we try to upsell guests these things to keep them in the CBD and in Bundaberg for longer. They're comfortable in their room, and if they're comfortable staying here, we find that those people that are leisure guests tend to book on another night or 2 because they think, oh well, we didn't get out to the Kalki Moon Distillery, or we didn't get to Bundy Rum to have a look, or we didn't go down to Elliott Heads. They really want to experience more of the region, and we regularly get people extending their stay with us. I think think that's a big role that the hotels and motels in town need to play in keeping our guests here for longer. We need to make sure that they're comfortable, they've got modern, fresh facilities in their rooms, the beds are comfortable, the mattresses are comfortable, the aircon works, all that sort of stuff. And I think, well, we do honestly really spend a lot of time trying to make that happen and make those realities be met so that we can keep our guests here longer in town. We're predominantly a corporate hotel. It's probably 80-something% of our business would be corporate guests Monday through Thursday. So we've got a lot of work to do there on the leisure guests here for the weekend, and we're working towards that. We do have a great selection of rooms, a great mix of room types, so that we can cater for the leisure guests or your corporates that are coming to town for a bit of business for a few days. I never really know if I've said too much or not enough in these presentations, so I would love to answer any questions that you have, and also let you know that the team that I've brought in here, they're more than capable of, if you call this hotel and someone answers the phone, they will be able to set you up with packages. They will be able to get you the right room type. They're very knowledgeable in this business and this building and our H2O offerings. We are trying to develop a real team of trade-friendly and Queensland tourism promoting locals that we've got in over the last 6 months. So yeah, that's the Burnett Riverside Hotel, H2O Restaurant and Bar. We also have some function rooms as well, which is the Burnett Riverside Function and Event Spaces, but I won't get into those here as well. But yeah, we do offer a lot in a beautiful location, and we definitely, want to get more of Queensland and more of Australia here to experience the Bundaberg region.
It is so great to have Marcus as part of the Bundaberg region offering. As many of you may or may not be aware, it's an emerging destination. So each new product that we get along board just widens the breadth of markets that we can attract and look after when they're visiting around this area. Does anyone have any questions? Or we're all good?
Yeah, I do. Hi, Marcus. It's Baden here from Infinity Holidays in Auckland. Just a question. You mentioned you had walk-in showers. What room category was that? Sorry.
It's a mixture, so I can tell you the ones that don't have it. So if it says Riverside Queen, Riverside King, those Riverside rooms are specifically on the riverside of the hotel, and they all have the spa bath. So yeah, don't book either of those. And then also 2 out of 4 of the 2-bedroom apartments have spa baths as well. So
any without spa have the shower.
Yeah. You get the Riverside King Spa room. What we call a RKS, Riverside King Spa room. They'll have the spas. Riverside Queen Spa, the 2-bedroom apartments, and then there's King Spa rooms as well. But it's probably a 50-50 mix of rooms. But yes, and it is something that we do deal with occasionally, is some of pretty much our nicest rooms are the Riverside King Spa rooms, and unfortunately none of those have a walk-in shower, but we managed to get around that because most of the rooms do have a partial river view, so the people who can't step into a spa, they're still going to have a little balcony with a nice view out over.
And any of those rooms disabled, accessible?
So there's 2 that are accessible. They're both on ground floor. Neither have direct riverfront views, but one of them does have a view out over. We've got a huge 100-and-something-year-old fig tree next to us here, and it looks out over the fig tree and partial views of the river. And as you look down the river, you can see the bridge and everything. It's quite scenic both sides of the river from this point. So yeah, 2 accessible rooms on ground floor, which obviously don't have a spa bath. So yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Celine.
I've got a question, Mark. Raphael
Yep.
here. The restaurant is open for breakfast?
Not at the moment. We're doing breakfast boxes at the moment. We just haven't had the trade to run the breakfast again yet, but we have our kitchen team actually hand make everything. So we don't order in muesli bars or ordering cereal.
But in normal times, would the restaurant?
In normal times, it has been, yes. We've only stopped in April. We stopped. So
yeah.
For the moment, we're sticking with those breakfast boxes, but yeah, there may be some change there in the future.
Yeah. I'm talking about some kind of normality.
Yeah. So if there was some sort of normality, and pre to COVID, we were open seven mornings a week for breakfast down on the deck, and it was an a la carte menu with about 10 or so options. of everything, vegetarian, vegan, friendly, up into your big breakfast with a bunch of different meats on it.
Excellent. Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, we package them as well. So we've got bed and breakfast rates at the moment, which have been reduced down a little bit as it's a breakfast box. But yeah, we standardly, we've got dinner, bed and breakfast packages. All
Great.
At the moment, it's dinner and bed. But yeah.
Great. Thanks, Mark.
You're welcome.
So Celine would like to know how close Bennett Riverside is to Monrepo, and it's probably a 15-minute drive.
Yeah,
Yep.
Probably 15 minutes. So most of the coastline, with us being so central here, most of the coastline, wherever you want to go, Elliott Heads, Bargara, Innes Park, Rifle Range Beach, Monrepos, they are all about the 15-minute drive from here. It's actually a beautiful drive. It reminds me of my childhood. You're driving through the cane fields, and it's scenic. It's not what you usually do. There's macadamia fields everywhere. There's sugarcane fields everywhere. There's the farmers out there. There's harvesters. It's a really nice scenic drive out to Monrepos, and that farmland actually keeps it preserved. It's there on the coast. It's not wrapped by suburbia. It's wrapped by conscious farmers who love the turtles and understand what it means to our region, and they protect that area. So it's great. It's a really nice scenic drive out towards the Burnett Heads and Monrepos sort of area.
Marcus has just done awesome. He's, for our first go, to be sitting
That's all right.
beside someone who already loves the region as much as I do, has been a really good thing, breath of fresh air. So
Yeah.
thanks for that. So if there's no other questions, thanks again. We will send the recordings out and the presentation out in the coming weeks. But in the meantime, you can contact Marcus because he'll have a copy earlier than we get it out to you guys. So you can annoy him if you wanted it earlier. And a reminder too that our next webinar is on the 11 a.m. on the 10th of September. So it'd be great to have your support there. And we'll be introducing the Hinkler Hall of Aviation to everybody. So thanks so much, guys. Really appreciate the support.
Thank you.
Thank you.